Alrighty guys, we're back for some Naya Toxic Reanimation Ramp, and this is a March of the Machine, the Aftermath Standard Brew. We're gonna go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to ya. Also, we do got that Discord link as well as that brand new Patreon link down in the description if you're interested in joining either of those up. Okay, what do we got in the build here? It is a Reanimation Ramp deck, so let's go over the Reanimation cards first. We got Repair and Recharge here. For 5 mana, Sorcery Speed, return target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then you create a tapped Power Stone token, which could come in handy. Now, I opted to not go the planeswalker route with Repair and Recharge. Instead, we just have a bunch of enchantments and artifacts packed in instead. We also have Campus Renovation as a one-of. It's a 5 mana sorcery speed. It's got Boros colors up there. Return up to 1 target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards, which is actually a pretty decent ability, man. But I do think the Power Stone is going to come a little bit more in handy than the top 2 cards. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. So what do we want to reanimate? We got 3 Portal to Phyrexias, which also helps us reanimate our other cards too. So it's a 9 mana artifact. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures, acting as one of our board wipes of the build. At the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It's a Phyrexian in addition to its other types. Happens to be a pretty powerful card, guys. What else do we want to reanimate, man? We got Tyrranax Rex. It is a 7 mana 8/8, can't be countered, trample, ward 4 with haste, and toxic 4, a beast of a card. Got 3 Greater Tanukis, which we're really looking at for that channel ability because channel will get it into the graveyard and then maybe we can bring it back with portal. But it's also an enchantment creature, so you never know when bringing back a 6/5 with trample might work out in your favor with like a Repair and Recharge or something. So the channel is 2 and a green, and you can discard Greater Tanuki, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. And with all this extra ramp too, we have some early game ramp as well, and a ton of land in here. It's not going to be unheard of to just play this out as a 6 mana creature. I actually think it's really solid, but kind of sort of think of it as a 3 mana card, right? So we have 3 Goliath Hatcheries here. It's a 6 mana enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you create 2 3/3 green Phyrexian beast creature tokens with toxic 1. Nice. So corrupted, at the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, choose a creature you control, then draw cards equal to that toxic value. So if you have something like your one of Tyrranax Rex, then you're drawing 4 cards, which isn't half bad. You do have more stuff in here to work with the toxic, but realistically, we're trying to get multiple Goliath Hatcheries down to get as many of those tokens as possible. It might be a little bit of a janky pick, but I actually think it's relatively neat, right? And it also works really well with cards like Mondrak, Glory Dominus. It's a 4 mana 4/4. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. So getting 4 3/3 toxic 1 beasts is way better than getting 2, right? So I think the one of is going to be worth it. We do have other ways to get tokens in here, like Elder Dragon War, also acting as another one of our board wipes for the deck. It has Read Ahead, which is solid, so you get to choose what chapter it starts on. It's 4 mana. First chapter deals 2 damage to each creature, that includes your own, and each opponent. Chapter 2, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards, so keeping our graveyard stocked for the reanimation theme. And then on Chapter 3, you get a 4/4 Flying Dragon creature token, which of course, you would get 2 of those dragons if you have the Mondrak on the board, which could be pretty sweet, right? And all over the place here. Let's go over the other toxic card. We have 2 Venomous Brutalizers. So it's a 4 mana, 4/4, toxic 3. Honestly, not that bad, right? When Venomous Brutalizer enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 and a green if you do proliferate. So you can think of it as like a 6 mana card if you're casting it out, and then also you want to proliferate with it. So if you proliferate, you can proliferate. Oh my goodness. If you do that, obviously you can give like an extra poison counter to the opponent, getting you 1 step closer to like the corrupted on the Goliath Hatchery, but also it works with all of our sagas. So it helps you skip ahead on like the Elder Dragon War and stuff, which could be really good. But we have more sagas in here with Azusa's Many Journeys. It's a 2 mana. a saga that we've actually been seeing a lot more of recently because we've been seeing a decent amount of ramp and some of them actually do play this. So chapter 1, you may play an additional land this turn. Nice. So you actually need the additional land in your hand, first of all, which is why I'm opting for 27 total land in this build, way more than I usually play with, but I think it should work, and hopefully in the final thoughts, I'm not like, yeah, man, we needed 28 land instead, or 29. Now, 27 should theoretically be fine, right? So hopefully we always hit that top ability, but if not, it's still a solid saga, man. Chapter 2, gain 3 life. 3's a good amount. Chapter 3 flips into Likeness of the Seeker, which is a 3/3, and whenever it becomes blocked, you untap 3 lands you control. The ability probably doesn't come into play too often, but like a 3/3 creature definitely does come into play often, so yeah, that is totally fine. We do have some early removal here with Twinshot Sniper. We're looking at the channel ability. For 1 and a red, you can discard it. It deals 2 damage to any target, hopefully helping us against aggro builds. Same concept with like Elder Dragon War. Like 2 damage isn't that much. We're really trying to take care of the aggressive decks that kind of spam creatures. I don't want to say spam creatures, but you know, the decks that 2 damage can actually take care of them. You know what I mean? So Twinshot Sniper also has an ETB because it is a 4-mana creature for a 2/3. Has reach, which could come in handy again against those aggressive decks. Like how many times has Phoenix Chick just wrapped up the game for an opponent, right? So yeah, dude, reach is good. So when it ETBs, it also deals 2 damage to any target. And since it's an artifact creature, you can pick it up with a repair and recharge. Not necessarily something you want to do, but you never know, right? Since it is a creature, it gets picked up by your portal to Phyrexia too. So yeah, just not half bad. I have always thought that the channel creatures are pretty powerful and underplayed. Got 3 Bitter Reunions in here. It's a 2-mana enchantment, and when it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Nice. Good old-fashioned card draw for red, and then for 1 mana, sacrifice Bitter Reunion. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. So if you are spamming out these tokens with the hatchery or the tokens on the dragons, you never know when giving them haste can just wrap up the game. You know, if you give the opponent an extra turn, that could be the turn they drop the Traxa or something insane, right? So haste could really, really come in handy. And maybe you are really spamming them out because you might have Mondrak on the board as well. So you never know, huh? I think that's everything in the build already, guys. I thought this one was going to be relatively difficult to go over, but we've played reanimation style builds like this in the past, so I guess we were fine. The mana base, guys. Yeah, no, Jetmir's Garden, we got all 4 of them, all 4 farmlands, we got all the Sundown Pass, all the Rockfall Vale, so all the slow lands, because yeah, we're just trying to spam lands onto the board as fast as possible anyways. So like, we're gonna get over 3, so the Rockfall Vale, Sundown Pass, and the farmlands are gonna be terrific, right? Turn 1 Garden, turn 2 Forest into the Azusa's Many Journeys, get like the Rockfall Vale down is not going to be unheard of at all. Got even more slow land though, because I do think having multiple dual land is going to be important in this deck. A lot of greedy things going on, a lot of double greens, double whites, double reds, double everything. So Blossoming Sands is in here, the life gain can come in handy, and Wind-Scarred Crag is in here as well. We got 3 forests, we got a Who Endures, a Crucible, we got 3 mountains, and 1 plains. No Seat of the Empires, because the Greater Tanuki can grab that plains, since this does grab basic land cards. Got some honorable mentions over here. I thought about more board wipes like to populate. Not this time around, though. I think the Elder Dragon War and the Portal to Phyrexia is hopefully going to be enough, and both fitting the theme of the build big time. Thought about like Invoke Justice, but splashing for more white didn't make a lot of sense when we're heavily leaning towards green and red, and just realistically splashing the white for the few reanimation cards in here already. So no Invoke Justice this time. Thought about Mightstone, Weakstone, just not enough artifacts in here. Speaking of not enough artifacts, I thought about Cityscape Leveler. If I went the Leveler route, then maybe I would have squeezed the Mightstone, Weakstone in here too, but only so many cards can go into a 60 card deck, you know what I mean? Thought about the World Spell, it's a pretty sick one. I thought about Brilliant Restoration, also a pretty sick one, but the 4 white pips in the casting cost is brutal, and I actually don't think it's going to be as good. It's just like reanimating with one of our 5 drops instead. Like, it's a 7 mana card, so. And then, yeah, like, I didn't go the Planeswalker route, but if we did, then squeezing at least one Eternal Wanderer. Like, this could act as another piece of a board wipe, which could really come in handy. And a way to wrap up a game, the 0. Getting a 2/2 Double Strike is actually kind of insane, man. And then the +1 can lock down opponents as well. Just everything about the Eternal Wanderer is pretty powerful. For a 6-mana card, kind of busted, man. Okay. But yeah, honorable mention for a reason, right? Did not make the cut this time. All right, guys. I think that's everything. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked, and see how we do. All right, we'll see if we can get right into that first game, but first things first, what am I expecting from the build? I mean, it's obviously going to be janky, right? But that being said, no, it's probably just some janky fun, huh? I'm almost positive it's going to be a fun build to run. Okay, I mean, obviously, right? I wouldn't be playing it for a video. Good hand, right? I brought up the line of play with the Azusa's Many Journeys, and it's already happening, which is hilarious. I mean, yeah, it's just not going to be unheard of. It's going to happen very often, just like this. And now, with 27 total land in here, we have a great chance of seeing one off the top. I just, like, cast out Twinshot for 4. Why not? Maybe pick up, like, a Blood Tithe Harvester? That would be insane, dude. If we don't see land off the top, Bitter Reunion could help us find it, and we'll probably ditch the Rex. Since they're Rakdos, they could be playing like Graveyard Trespasser. Oh. Abandoned Mire. No land off the top, that's a shame. Alright, let's ditch the Rex and see if we can find that mana. We'll bring Rex back eventually with, well, yeah, no, it's fine. There we go. Do we go second Bitter Reunion or keep the Twinshot open? Twinshot open doesn't seem bad. Elder Dragon War. Nah. We have it open, and they didn't play like a blue source yet. We should just do this now, because it's not like it's a make disappear this turn or anything, so... Yeah, getting a little card draw off the Bitter Reunion's pretty good, man. Pretty good. Getting rid of our top end, and we found a Repair and Recharge. I don't think we can ask for more, honestly. Nice. Ayara. Love that card. 3/3. 5th mana. I guess Goliath... Oh my, that was hard to say. Guess Goliath Hatchery is pretty good to bring back for the turn, right? Because it's only our turn 4, man. We had extra mana. And now that we have the Power Stone, that'll help us cast out the Twinshot Sniper too, so... Like, that's our turn 4. Things would have happened even faster too if we would have actually drawn into the mana instead of having to play the Bitter Reunion, so... Not bad. Oh, and they ended up having a white source instead of blue, so it's gonna be, why can't I think? Mardu. Wait. Yeah. We don't see it often, which is why I'm second-guessing myself as to the name of the, red, black, white. I guess the opponent's wondering, do we just wipe the board and lose our Ayara? Sheoldred. Nice, dude. Very nice. Okay. Well, that blocks well, but Twinshot Sniper could come down after the fact and pick up the Sheoldred if they do end up blocking, which is probably what we end up doing. And they might not end up blocking either. More land. I guess we don't mind seeing this. Actually, we do have Elder Dragon War too. Now, we'll do that. We'll get rid of the other land next turn if we want to. In the meantime, I'm just going to full swing. Full swing, see what happens, and maybe we play Elder Dragon War on the top. Just let top chapter do it. It doesn't pick up Aara yet, and I'm kind of concerned as to, like, it seems like the type of build that would have, like, wedding announcement and stuff, so Elder Dragon War would help us pick up a lot of those tokens. So maybe it is just Twinshot, but getting Elder Dragon down now, filter out next turn could be really good. I guess this is fine. So Elder Dragon War then. The opponent goes down to 12. We still have Twinshot for the channel ability too. Yeah, the Aara sticks around, so they can... Actually, they can use that now, can't they? To target opponent or battle, gain X life. Scary business, man. Okay. We should take out Aara this turn then, right? Too bad we don't have one more mana on the board, so that way we could just play this instead of channel, but nah, this is fine. This is fine. Take care of it now. The big thing there was getting rid of the opponent's creatures. We could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive, like got a 4/4 dragon in the air, gave it haste and stuff off the Bitter Reunion, but like we know what a problem Sheoldred can actually be, so just getting rid of that made a lot more sense. And filtering the forest out next turn and everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the Power Stone. So if we see... Oh, Invasion of Tolvada. Nice, dude. Love the opponent's deck so far. Yeah, so Sheoldred comes back, unfortunately. It is from their graveyard, not from our graveyard for this one, so... It's probably Sheoldred, I would say. But hopefully we find something a little bit better off the Elder Dragon War. But if we see our portal to Phyrexia, we still can't cast it out, so... They bring back Aara. They must be setting up for a combo in their hand is my guess, right? Greater Tanuki. Nice. We have 6 here. I'm actually going to keep that. We can cast it out, use the Power Stone in the Bitter Reunion, give it haste, if we want. We might just end up... I don't know, let's see what we see. Azusa's Many Journeys. Yeah, what the heck, man? This is pretty good. Like, this is just not that bad, is it? We have another Bitter Reunion next turn to give the dragon haste, so... And that Greater has Trample, so that is 12 damage, down to 4. The Aara's life gain actually holding them together here. They could easily flip this invasion. And these little flyers have lifelink, don't they? Oh, tokens they control have lifelink. The Broken Sky. Nice, dude. Furnace Rains. Dude, that's so bad for us, man. Because they go, okay, they flip it, then they can activate the Aara ability. And then we lose 6, and they gain 6 back up to 10, and then we lose the Greater Tanuki to the sacrifice. Then they're gonna generate a token here with lifelink too. Oh, dude. Anyone's game, but I think it's now heavily leaning towards the opponent. Stealing our Greater Tanuki was awful. It would have been so much better if they just had spot removal for us or something. They could still have spot removal, which is what's so scary here. Bitter Reunion. Okay. So we start with that. And we see what we see. Because the Many Journeys isn't doing too much here. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, man. We can cycle, but there's not much else we can see after the fact. We're probably going to play that. Go back up to 12. Alright, so we'll start with Bitter Reunion. Maybe we'll actually get a draw off the Goliath Hatchery, huh? So they chumped the 4. No spot removal. That is good news, man. Taking 6, down to 4 again. We're doing serious damage. I guess we'll play this, even though we have ways to cycle out, and then... Or filter out, and then we have the cycling 3 on the garden. Then we're gonna draw one off the hatchery. Oh, apparently we're not. The beginning of your upkeep. Okay, yes we are. At the beginning of our upkeep we are, not at the end. Cards we never see, huh? So when I ditched the Tyrranax Rex earlier, maybe I shouldn't have, because that would have been insane. Furnace Rains, okay. That has lifelink because of the broken sky. Well, I'm surprised they're not going full swing here. I guess we should cycle out just in case. We don't have anything, but now would be the time, I would say. Oh, Who Endures? So that is an enchantment. So technically, if we had an open mana, then we could have stopped the lifelink. Yeah, no. Right after I said we don't have anything, the game gives us the Who Endures, which would have gotten rid of the lifelink there. So they're back up to 11. They activate the Aara ability, and we're just in trouble if we don't see anything, man. What a great match. What a great game. The Battle of Jank. And honestly, the opponent's deck doesn't even look like jank. It looks terrific. And we did a thing too, man. Luckily that's 0 because it's a token, but since it was a token, they got the lifelink anyways. So we just need something great off the top. Because we already saw all 3 bitter reunions. They are getting another token here too. And we're drawing an extra card off the hatchery. So any of our reanimation cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the Who Endures. So if we see Portal to Phyrexia, that would be really good too. 2 draws. Come on, guys. Come on. No more land. Oh, Repair and Recharge. Does hit the Greater Tanuki. We could hit Bitter Reunion. Elder Dragon War. Elder Dragon War takes care of the spirit. And then we can ditch some of the land for next turn. Maybe we do the Who Endures for the turn, though, instead. They're at 11. They're going to gain 2 back up to 13. We don't know what's in their hand. So if we're not careful, we could die next turn. I think we play it cautiously. Instead of Tanuki Haste, we're going Elder Dragon War. We also get a creature down, but that seems pretty sketchy too, with the furnace going on and everything. This brings him down to 9 and stops the lifelink card there. And then we can swing for 6 unless we die next turn, which we could. We could die next turn, so we're actually going to keep a blocker back now. They've gained so much life this game. Yeah, because... no, I guess not. I guess it depends. I don't really know. I guess we'll do Who Endures in a second, because this is at the beginning of their end step, so put a stop at the end of their second main phase here. Or at their second main phase, not at the end of it. I don't want to play the Sundown Pass because we're going to be trading it out for the Elder Dragon War to just try to see more off the top, you know? And that second Power Stone token gets us to where we need to be. If we see our portal. Speaking of the devil, guys, wow! And that's what I mean by we could just perish here. Yep, they just sacrifice portal. This is instant speed. GG opponent, man. Wow. Yeah, that's that. They activate Aara. Dude, Aara, man. The last couple times we played with Aara, it has been so good. Wait, they can't hit artifacts with this, right? Yeah, creature or artifact. So I can only imagine they're doing 9 damage to our face. Yeah. Hey, good game. That was a fun one, man. That was a good time. Realistically, that really could have gone either way, right? Oh, absolutely. I think we did wonderful there. Was there any way to play it out better? Probably somewhere along the way. We ended up getting a lot of land there. We didn't see our portal before they saw theirs, which was a big problem. We saw like a way to remove the Aara, We removed it once. They brought it back. If we saw another reliable way to do that, maybe. That would have gone Greater Tanuki. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Were they? They were at 11. And we had 12 on the board if we went Tanuki and give it haste with Bitter. But they had a 2-1 that had lifelink, bringing them back up to 13. I think I stand by my play with Elder Dragon War, actually. Yeah, no. If they saw any artifact or creature that was 7 or greater, it was over. So yeah, that was good, man. Wow, okay. Onwards to the next one. That would have been a great game to win too, but I'm completely satisfied with that, how that played out. And honestly, it showcased the deck beautifully there, I think. Maybe we want 4 Portal to Phyrexias, huh? No, I don't think so. I think 3 is probably going to be good, but... also, land means Azusa's Many Journeys isn't coming down on 2, but I guess since we don't... It's not like we have 4 in hand anyways. Opponent goes first. We'll give it a shot. There's a chance that we draw an untapped land here. But even so, turn 3, Many Journeys is just as fine as long as we see more land. Which 27 seems to be a good amount. We just actually need to see... Untap source, nice. That's good, man. That's really good. Oh, make disappear. Crap. Why make disappear? Why? How could you? Invasion of Amonkhet. Well, this is not great. We'll discard Goliath Hatchery. Because we have 2 ways to reanimate it. We have Ramp on the Greater Tanuki. It's a channel ability, pretty hard for opponents to counter channel abilities. Nothing else I want to keep open anyways, so we're doing it on our turn, just in case. You never know, man. You never know. We have green, we have red and green in hand. We will grab, we have double white on the board. We'll grab the 1 plains. That's fine. So we have double red in hand. Actually, I guess the red would have made more sense. But this is fine too. We have a greater chance of drawing into mountains anyways, right? So having us discard more. Oh, jeez. We're not being very nice, guys. I guess we get rid of Elder Dragon War. Make sure we have the 5 to reanimate a couple turns in a row. Liliana going to 4 is pretty bad. Campus Renovation wouldn't be terrible here. Power Stone Ramp wouldn't be terrible. We go like, any creatures is gonna die to the -2. So if we at least go Twinshot Sniper, actually Goliath Hatchery is still better, isn't it? Let's go Goliath Hatchery C2 off the top. And I really hope that that's not a Spell Pierce over there for the opponent. It is not. So with the Goliath Hatchery, it's a similar concept to grabbing the Twinshot Sniper and pinging the Liliana. If they -2, then we hit that for 2, they -2, then the Liliana's gone. Found a Fading Hope though, so the -2 ends up working out anyways. Elder Dragon War is pretty good. Unfortunately, it's 2 damage to each creature and each opponent, so it doesn't hit the Liliana. So Repair Recharge. Oh, another Hatchery. Repair Recharge, Twinshot Sniper, hit Liliana. If it lands, right? We only have this turn to play these out. So if we go Bitter Reunion, we would need to find a red source. I apologize, opponent. I am thinking, buddy. The tough deck to go up against for sure. I'm gonna go Bitter Reunion, guys. There's a chance we find a red source. We'll ditch the other Goliath Hatchery, which is probably still better to hit. We didn't find a red source, but this is all fine. We can find the second red on the Greater Tanuki, but we're not going to be able to play the Elder Dragon War this turn. And Liliana is going to start going up again, unfortunately. Yeah, we got to deal with the potential Liliana lockdown state, as I like to call it. which is very possible here, man. I'll ditch the... Actually, Venomous Brutalizer could be fine to keep around. But no. Hopefully we'll see our portal to Phyrexia this game at some point. Alright, we'll grab a mountain. A little bit of ramp definitely doesn't hurt anything. 4 mana open, 2 in hand, repair and recharge, 1 mana available after the fact to give haste. We're going for it. Let's get that other hatchery down. Yes, alright. Give him haste. Full swing at Liliana in case they have Go for the Throat in hand. How we feeling? Fading Hope. Is it going to be another thing? Liliana's out of here, man. Let's go. All right. Yeah, we were going to full swing at the Liliana just in case. Anyways, so if they would have waited to see where the swing happened, if I would have like split one to face one to Liliana, then they could have targeted the one with the Fading Hope that we targeted Liliana with. But it didn't matter. I was being cautious about it. Sundown Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, still open. This is a scary card because when it dies, it's a problem. Let's see what happens here. Goliath Hatchery number 3. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Power Stone doesn't cast enchantments. This is a problem. This is a problem card, big time. If I go Elder Dragon War, just discard for the turn, we'll get a dragon the turn after. That's not that bad, is it? I'm going for it. Filter these out. I'd love to see that portal, but at this point, yeah, we might as well play this. All right. They can flip Invasion. It's not looking great, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't even play the portal anyways. They flip Amonkhet, and they grab something from our grave. Probably like, I don't even know, maybe Twinshot Sniper? Twinshot Sniper 4/4, ping face. Greater Tanuki 4/4 isn't that great either. Like, there's not a lot of great targets for them, luckily. Greater Tanuki 4/4. It has Trample. Celestis, yep. Still have 3 mana open and 1 card in hand. And again, oh, no cards in hand. Activate Celestis ability? Nope. Not switching it tonight. 4/4 Dragon. Let's go. Okay. So, with their 4/4 on the ground, we can cast out Greater Tanuki. Give it everything haste, full swing. We might as well. We might die next turn. So, exile the top card of your library. Target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. If it's an instant or sorcery card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Yeah, that's a big problem, isn't it? And then they have 9 on the board to swing with, too. Alright, what the heck, man. Actually, we should play the land, too, in case they see Liliana off the top. Bitter Reunion just doing a thing these games, huh? Give them haste. So if they end up blocking here, they're only taking 10. So we're actually going to keep the 3/3 back as a potential blocker just in case. Down to 11. Goliath Hatchery not doing a thing here because we don't have any ways to actually get the poison damage through, unfortunately. Activate Celestis right away, filter through. Man, Celestis, why didn't I think about that for the build? I love Celestis so much, you'd think I would have at least considered it, right? Land, okay. Problems for days. I guess they let the death happen here. Maybe it's nothing too grand? Only 9 on the ground, so we still keep the 3/3 back. We swing, they don't know what's in hand, and we don't know what's in their hand, so... Oh, they trade with the Tanuki, actually. And let the flyer survive a turn. Alright, let's see that card, huh? What is it? Oh, what was it? Oh, go for the throat. Wow. Well, now we still are in a decent amount of trouble. This time around, even if they find Liliana go plus, I'm going to keep the mountain in case we find more ways to filter through the hand, because we have enough on the board. Enough land and everything. We got the 9 we need for a portal. We need to see more. Back up to 8. Celestis doing the thing. Portal to Phyrexia. Guys, it's gonna be a counter, isn't it? 3 open, 2 in hand. Crap, dude. Oh, it lands! It lands, guys! Alright. Swinging. Keeping the mountain for the exact same reason that I said last turn. Besides, if they go Liliana now, they're gonna go -2 for the 3/3. Sheoldred, okay, that's a problem card, I suppose. Invasion. We ended up discarding that mountain. That's funny enough. We have our own Sheoldred. We could do that. This is probably pretty good too, though. We don't have a way to give it haste. Yeah, this is fine. They're back up to 8. They're going back up to 10 next turn. What a wild couple of games, man. What a wild couple of games. Uh-oh, and we're going to be taking the draw damage off the Sheoldred. Another portal. That's probably good. 2 cards into your library. Ordering's done second. So the top card of your library. Target opponent loses life. That could be good, but I think just like playing the second... I think just playing the second portal is much, much better, huh? Ow. At this point, we should definitely just play this, I guess. And portal. Swing for 3. Now we'll be reanimating 2 cards, and their Sheoldred's gone. So yeah, that's pretty good, man. Fading Hope. Oh, it returns it to their hand. Is that their 3rd Fading Hope they played on us, guys? They probably have all 4 in here. Yeah, that's their 3rd that they played. Return 2. Nice. Grab the Sheoldred's back so we have less to target. Actually, we have nothing to target. So we're getting 2 cards here. We can't give them haste. So I don't mind this. And I don't mind a Twinshot, but I think we should just go Greater Tanuki. That's just a bigger, beefier creature. And we will proliferate to get the 3rd poison. Yeah, we'll put a counter onto their battle too. And another land, guys. Uh-oh. Man, we filtered out a lot of the lands too. I guess we'll play it. The thought process here is if we see more... No, I'm gonna hold it. I know they have plenty of cards to have us discard, but... Alright, opponent. Let's see it, buddy. This has been back and forth. I'm on the edge of my seat for sure. They still had 4, but Sheoldred's legendary, luckily. Back up to 9. Back up to 11 because of the draw and the Celestis. We're drawing an extra 6 cards here. I guess we'll go Twinshot Ping Face, right? Twinshot Ping Face. Over the Sheoldred. Just getting extra damage through here is a little bit better. How many cards? We have 20 cards left. Oh, I gotta be careful. I gotta be very careful. Ow. The Sheoldred's a problem, dude. Okay, we should just target like Twinshot instead. That could have been bad, to say the least, right? So we go... I'm sorry, opponent. I don't even know where to begin. I really don't. We just have so much going on. Okay. Go for the swing. Where did I draw? Why did I draw? Oh, because that's my... Jeez, man. That Sheoldred could easily kill us if I'm not careful. They're at 7. They don't know what's in hand. That's 7 damage to the opponent's face right there, actually. I didn't even count. The double twin shot was enough. I was going to say, we're going to get them down low and then drop twin shot and hit their face. But no, we had 7 on the board because of the trample on the Greater Tanuki. Oh, heck yeah, buddy, did I have fun. Unfortunately, though, that's got to be the last one of the evening already, man. But ending on a high note feels really good. And so 40 minutes in, I got plenty of stuff to say about the deck. Let's go ahead. I didn't get my quest done today, guys. I guess I just barely got to play any games, huh? Okay. Here's the deck list again. Boy, Portal to Phyrexia is really important, huh? But I wouldn't go up to 4, but if you think that you're just not seeing it enough, then dropping a Goliath Hatchery and going up the 4th portal is completely fine, man. We can see how actually good Goliath Hatchery can be once you actually get the Toxic through. The problem is actually getting the Toxic through. The opponent's decks in those matches were very tough to actually get a 3-3 through, regardless of what we were constantly doing to their board state, man. Greater Tanuki's great, the channel's great, the fact that it's an enchantment's great, good creature, solid body, trample's good. Good card, like all 3 of them. I could also see dropping 1 Hatchery going up the 2nd Tyrranax Rex too. But there's also plenty of moments in a ramp style deck with 27 land where you just cast out this for 6 mana instead of actually repairing and recharging it for 5, right? See, the main goal here is to ramp into your 5 before, or by turn 4, and then getting like a 6 drop down a little bit early. And meanwhile, keeping the enchantment and artifact theme going strong, right? So it's actually pretty decent, guys. I didn't mind that at all. I think if we were up against some more aggressive style decks, I think we actually would have had a chance in some of them too, especially with all 4 Elder Dragon Wars. And again, early ramp off of a journey while early life gain too into a turn 3 Elder Dragon War, wiping a mono red board or a soldier board state or anything like that. It's not bad. It's really not. Just like between the sagas alone, huh? In that game, we didn't get to see the Proliferate do too much, but we did get to see the Proliferate put that poison counter on for the draws on the Hatchery, which was really cool, right? Just being able to bring back the Brutalizer was kind of epic and worked out really nicely, huh? Have to be careful with Sheoldred, though, whenever you're drawing that many cards, so we just targeted a creature without Toxic, and that ended up working out nicely. Anything else, guys? Let's recap here. First of all, Twinshot Sniper's early removal 2, you can think of that as a 2-drop. Greater Tanuki's early ramp, you can think of that as a 3-drop, so you're looking at a curve closer to like this, I would say. I think the 4 repair and recharge were fine, and the 1 campus renovation was probably fine too. Like, if you want more campus renovation in your life, then you can go up to 2, drop this down to 3, but you guys saw how the Power Stone tokens really came in handy to eventually cast out the portal too, so a quick recap. I would probably drop 1 Goliath Hatchery and go up the Tyrranax Rex. The big problem there is the 5 mana reanimation cards don't reanimate the Rex. But what does reanimate Rex is the portal to Phyrexia. And so if you go down a Hatchery, go up a Rex, I would also consider that 4th portal because of how ridiculously important it was, right? So if you go up the 4th portal, what would I drop? It really depends, man. Technically, the Mondrak might be a janky pick since the only thing generating tokens is the Hatchery and the Elder Dragon War. So I suppose the Mondrak, right? So drop the Mondrak, drop 1 Goliath Hatchery, go up the 2nd Tyrranax Rex and the 4th portal, and honestly, I think it would be fine. It's still probably considered a janky build, but I also just don't think it's going to be a miserable time. Like, I don't think you're going to get completely run over every game. I do think that it has a chance. I like it. I think ramp in general right now has a chance. There's a lot of just terrific things to ramp into, and a lot of like great little things to like gain life over time or gain a board advantage over time. Everything the deck was supposed to do, it did today, so I'm pretty satisfied. Like, the haste on the Bitter Reunion was insane. That being said, I wouldn't go up to 4 of these. I think the 3 is perfectly fine here. Another thing you could consider after dropping the Mondrak, dropping the Goliath Hatchery, is you could drop a Twinshot Sniper too. Down to 3 would be fine. I think it's still going to be enough. At that point, 4th portal, 2nd Rex, and then you have 1 slot available. Maybe just another piece of removal, early game utility removal. Brotherhood's War is a really good board wipe to consider, but it does pick up a lot more of your creatures as well. Brotherhood's End. 3 damage to everything. Picks up the Likeness of the Seeker, picks up the Twinshot Sniper, picks up the Goliath token. So maybe not that, but you guys know what I mean. You'd have 1 more spot for a different piece of removal outside of the Twinshot Sniper, since it only does the 2 damage. Sometimes you really need to do 5 damage to things, so maybe something along those lines, something that does 5. Really depends. Probably your card of choice. Or you could just keep the 4th Twinshot Sniper and be happy about that too. Just more creatures to spam out at some point. Or one of my honorable mentions too, right? The Eternal Wanderer would be a really great top end, and that does get picked up by Repair and Recharge. So actually, yeah, no, that's okay. 1 more recap. I'm sorry, guys, we're rambling. All right, we can successfully drop the Mondrak, taking away a little bit of the jank of the build. But no double dragons anymore, right? So, yeah, drop the Mondrak, drop 1 Goliath Hatchery, go up a Rex, go up a Portal, drop 1 Twinshot Sniper, go up that Eternal Wanderer, and I think you'd be pretty happy about that, man, because that kind of sort of acts as a board wipe as well. And it can be picked up by the Repair and Recharge, which is pretty good. Again, ramping into 5 mana is pretty easy, dude, in this deck. You ramp to 5, Repair and Recharge, and then you're kind of sort of ramping to 6 at that point, because you bring back either a Hatchery or something along those lines. Bringing back a Portal to Phyrexia would be ideal, but we did, again, that's why we're thinking about going up to 4 of them here, because I feel like we didn't see it enough, so. Cool deck, man. I had a lot of fun with this one. Naya is already one of my favorite color combinations anyways, and going this route for Naya was really fun. Yeah. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, I super duper appreciate you, for real. Y'all are champions. You just being here really helps me out, so thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next video.